Today we're doing a massive leak detection down here in San Antonio. Come along with us and we'll show you our processes. We're looking for a leak that's dumping about 280,000 gallons of water a month. Reliant's one of the best at finding leaks on your water lines. We have all the necessary equipment to pinpoint where the leak is and then make the repair afterwards. We'll see what we can find. So behind me, we've got an air compressor hooked up to a hose bib over here. We're sending compressed air into the water line that runs for 1,200 feet. What that does is gonna make bubbles come out of where that leak is that are gonna be louder than just water escaping, and then we can use our equipment to pinpoint where that leak's gonna be. This is Goldak leak detection equipment. The way it works is it picks up on vibrations that are down in the ground that are gonna help us figure out where that leak's coming from. It's essentially sonar technology that picks up on any noise that's coming up from the ground, and that's gonna help us locate where it's coming from. We can figure out where it's the loudest and where it's quieter, and where it's the loudest is where we're gonna dig. All right, so we found one spot that's leaking. What we did is we'd been tracing out the whole line using that sonar equipment. This is just a fiberglass probe, lets us shove it down in the ground, get a little bit closer to the pipes we're looking for, and then we can use our listening equipment just right on the top of that, and that helps us get that much closer to the leak. Once we've identified one of the leaking points, we're gonna mark it out in the ground and then keep moving because we know there are other leaks, but then we're gonna come back and dig this up once we find some more leaks. X marks the spot. All right, so while we had that air compressor running, we had bubbles coming up through the concrete right here. That's the easiest way to find a slab leak. If you have cracks in that concrete, water's gonna start pooling up and bubbling up out of that slab. What we've done now is used our listening equipment to try and pinpoint where that leak is underneath this. We've pinpointed the loudest point is right here, and we can actually hear that water bubbling out of the pipe through the concrete. And that tells us that there's water escaping from that pipe that's causing this leak. What we've got going on, we broke through the concrete where we had located that leak at. We had to dig down about 4.5 feet. What we found is there's a leak on a 90 that's sitting on top of a T, so we have to cut out the T and cut out the 90, replace all of that. So we're working late tonight because this is a big manufacturing facility. They're gonna have trucks driving around at 7 a.m. And they need water on before then. And so that's why we're working on it on a Sunday, because no one's here today, but they'll be here bright and early. What I like about Reliant Plumbing is we're always gonna come out, we're gonna figure out how to fix the problem, and we're gonna stay till it's fixed. Getting ready to put headlamps on, because the sun just went down, and once I figure out what the problem is, and I know how to fix it, the goal is always to get it done that day, not have to come back again, and be able to serve the customer the way I would hope that a company would take care of me. Make sure that I have water when I need water and I can use my plumbing when I need to use my plumbing. Reliant's good at doing that for everyone, and getting people up and running so that their lives aren't affected. All right, well, that's a wrap. Just got water back on. Everything looks good. No leaking. These guys are ready to roll at 7 a.m. tomorrow. That's what we do here at Reliant. We come out, get stuff done on a Sunday, work through the night, so people can get everything working the way they need it to. For all your plumbing needs, give us a call.